Podcast. Let me start that again because my mic wasn't on. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Madden Underground Podcast. I got some great Madden players with me today. I got some great Madden players that'll be tuning in and joining in today. We got Taylor May with us once again, Sim League champion. Seems to be a pretty dominant force in that league right now. We'll be talking to him about that, among other things. We got B-Guard, usual suspect with the Hulk Hogan shades on. And we got Philly Guy trying to find himself as we get this thing started, man. So first things first.
Journey with the Philly Guy.
Yeah, it's always a journey. It's always a journey with Philly Guy. So first things first. Let's get right into it. J.J. Watt is a free agent. We got to talk about that. And great that Taylor Made is here and Dimes will be probably dropping in soon because Dimes actually uses J.J. Watt. What do you guys think is the best fit for J.J. Watt during this free agent journey that he's going through right now?
Either Green Bay or Pittsburgh.
That's what I said.
I think he's either going to go home to Wisconsin or he's going to go play with his brothers in Pittsburgh for 1 or 2 years and then retire.
Because both brothers are on the team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes the most sense. I was thinking he was, like I told B-Guard earlier, I was thinking he was going to do a Kawhi Leonard and make people believe he was going to the Browns so that they won't go search for any D linemen and then last minute go to Pittsburgh and then they'll be kind of messed up and they'll
how'd that work?
But what did Philly guy say?
I don't know.
Philly guy said Green Bay and Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, you said that. But I think, like I said, that's what I'm assuming. And it didn't work out for Kawhi, but I thought it was a small miniature tactic that you could possibly use.
So, it depends. Does he want to play with his brothers or does he want to win? Because if he goes plays with his brothers, he's not going to win. I'm sorry, but that offense is not ready to win anything anytime soon. And I actually haven't. I think Cleveland would be the best fit because there he doesn't have to be the guy. He doesn't have to be the one and only pass rusher. He gets to be the second guy on that defensive line next to Myles Garrett. Plus, I think he brings a veteran leadership to that team that I think could be used. So I think Cleveland would be the best fit. I think Green Bay because he's from Wisconsin. He feels like somebody who would play for the Packers. I don't think Pittsburgh's. I think outside of just the brothers being there, Pittsburgh's just not really a destination I'd even look at if you're trying to win.
I just feel like the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh is just stagnant. I think he needs to be somewhere with a great quarterback. I feel like Green Bay, outside of the brothers situation, that could be fun for him. At this point of his career, you want to play to have fun, I guess. But if you're trying to get a championship, I don't know. I think maybe he should go to one of the, maybe another team in the division like the Colts. Come to the Titans. That's always a possibility.
Titans is an interesting one too. They need a pass rusher.
Because they were talking about how J.J. Watt hasn't been productive, but he's in a division with two of the best O lines, or three of the best O lines in the league. I don't know. I know Dimes uses J.J. Watt. What do you think, Dimes, about J.J. Watt? What's a great landing spot for him?
A great landing spot, right? Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Are we live?
Yeah, way to show up.
I'm trying to get my mic
way
set
to be
up.
on time. Sorry.
Hey, nah. No, a great landing spot. I don't know, man. I think he's kind of washed. Am I the only one who thinks that?
I mean, I was telling that to them too. I think.
I mean, he has to go somewhere maybe where he can just be like a run stuffer. Maybe. I think I like to see him with the Rams with Aaron Donald. I would like that. But I think he's washed.
Too. Somewhere where he doesn't have to be the guy.
Yeah, he's washed.
I think he'd be a demon for Green Bay with both Smiths coming off the edge, and then he can just sit there with Clark and plug up the middle.
Yeah, that might work.
That front seven would be hell if he went to Green Bay.
What about you, Philly?
I'm sorry, did we start the Toxic Boys interview yet?
Oh,
no, we're asking
We're asking what you think
about the J.J. Watt.
You're just sitting there with your suit
and tie on,
looking like a mafioso, just hanging out. We ask you what your thoughts are, and then they're like,
Well, I mean, and since we do have a pastor on the show, I thought I would take advantage of the opportunity to dress for the occasion. And in my esteemed opinion, I believe that J.J. Watt needs to go to the Packers or he needs to go to the Steelers. He needs to be part of a formidable front four on passing downs only, or he needs to play with his brothers. I think those are two things that you'll never have an opportunity to do. Play with a Hall of Fame quarterback or play with your family in the NFL, especially if you only have maybe 1 or 2 years left to go. So I believe that's the direction that he's going to go.
Okay.
All right, so I gotta pose a question.
Okay.
Where does Carson Wentz end up?
That's another great question. Great question.
Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah. I mean, I just think there's too much smoke.
Then what happens to Trubisky? Like that, there's so many.
He's a free agent.
Oh, he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Okay. So well, you
They just won't
Trubisky.
re-sign him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Carson Wentz would be a great fit for the Bears. I think, in my personal opinion, Carson Wentz.
But what does he do different? What does he do different than what Trubisky just did?
I think he's a more efficient passer for one.
Not this year.
Not this year, yeah.
I think those two were bottom two among starting quarterbacks. Indianapolis would be the best fit for him. Because the last time he looked like an MVP with Frank Reich, who's now the head coach of the Colts. And plus, I feel like they have the offensive line that can protect him. Because remember, the only time he looked like he was an MVP is when they had arguably like the best offensive line ever. Like that offensive line was
like
crazy.
He's gun shy now, so he has to have an O line and a strong run game.
Definitely O line, strong run game.
I think Chicago would be an absolute disaster, an unlitigated disaster.
Does Jalen Hurts can Jalen Hurts handle the starting position in Philadelphia?
No, not long term. Not long term. I don't see it long term.
I don't think he's a long term option either. So,
like in the one game he had against the Cardinals, like he looked like a starting NFL quarterback, and then the next 2 games that he played, he looked like what I thought Jalen Hurts was going to look like in the NFL.
Yeah,
a backup quarterback. Like I just don't buy Jalen Hurts long term. Personally, as an Eagles fan.
Yeah, it's so many different scenarios that come into play. And I see Bronco in the chat saying that Colts offensive coordinator is the same as Eagles coordinator during Wentz MVP season. I think that's something that you said as well. So yeah, I think the Colts would be the best fit for Wentz. Trubisky, I don't know what to do with that guy.
Give him to the Niners, man. Give him to the Niners. Like
he has a Niner quarterback feel to him.
Like I feel like Trubisky would be a lot better under Kyle Shanahan than he was under Nagy, which Nagy, I think he's like 4 weeks away from being fired in the regular season. So we'll see about that. Like, I think week 4, he's fired.
Definitely he's out of there. I'd
like to see Trubisky maybe with Pittsburgh, with the Steelers. I think he would be a decent transition. You have pieces. They need to get back to a run game. They don't need to be as pass heavy. I think that would work.
That definitely could work. I hadn't even thought about him being in Pittsburgh, but I think he would be a good predecessor to Ben Roethlisberger or Ben Roethlisberger or whatever.
Ben's got to go. I mean, as a Ravens fan, Ben, please stay. Please keep playing. But dude, he's washed.
He's bad. He's not good anymore. Like, I mean, Father Time beats all except Tom Brady, apparently.
Definitely. So we got 2 champions in the building. Two-time champions in the building. Taylor Made, Dimes.
Yes.
Yeah, man, you guys have been doing your thing this season. I mean, this year, given the 2 leagues that you guys are in, dominating. Dimes has won 2 Super Bowls and 2 pro leagues, and Taylor made his
5 Super Bowls, please.
Oh, 5. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Correction, 5. That's
You
even
straight.
5 Super Bowls and 2 Pro
Yeah, you
Leagues.
straight.
Okay,
No
my
problem.
bad.
No problem.
Thanks for correcting me. Thanks for correcting me.
Yes, sir.
You owe this man an apology, Brian James.
I know. I told him too. I'm
You don't
thinking like
invite him
as
off
of
the show and embarrass him like
I'm
that.
thinking as of late, like he won 2 in Xbox and then he won. I forgot he won 3 in
5.
PS4. That's 5. That's 3
It's
plus
5,
5.
Brian James.
I got you.
All right, insert the Kobe gift.
And then we got Taylor May, who was 1 game away from making his first pro Super Bowl, but was able to continue his domination in the Sim League. And man, that I think his loss was heartbreaking in the pro situation, but in Sim, it's been a mutiny what he's been doing over there. Like he's been totally dominating. Players they know his name now. Like going into the league first season, they didn't really know too much about him. We knew he was a good player, but a lot of the Sim guys weren't quite familiar with him, and he's been just totally dominating over there. So what is your reason for that? What do you think is the reason for that, Taylor, mate? Your domination in the Sim League?
I think the easy answer is just the Pro League's a lot more competitive. Not that there aren't good players in Sim League. Plus, I mean, the team that I have fits my offense perfectly. I mean, I got Herbert is a goon. I got Marquise Brown, Mini Tyreek, who's got 99 speed. Keenan Allen catches everything. And then the defense is solid too. I mean, I got 3 really fast corners. Derwin is the best player in the game. So I mean, the team fits me really well.
Okay. And what about you, Don? You've been dominating on PS4, on Xbox. What's the reason? Give us the method to the madness, bro?
Man, it's keeping that chip on my shoulder. Like I'll find a little post. I'll listen to the podcast sometimes. You guys will say a little something to give me a little juice. And I'm the type of guy that just, even if you don't give me juice, I'll take whatever you said and turn it against you and turn it against the league. And I sit there and kind of brew on it. Then I feel like I got something to prove. Because, I mean, I've won probably, how many Super Bowls you think? Maybe 20?
Yeah, 20 in the
Around
last
overall.
3 years.
And so just coming back,
I
staying
gave you,
hungry.
how many trophies I give you last? 7 trophies?
It was 7. Yeah, it was 7 last
7
year.
trophies. Damn. Like,
My wife said she still want that hoodie, bro.
oh yeah, I gotta get her the hoodie.
She want Miss Dimes on the back too.
For sure.
But man, no, it's just staying hungry and but there's a lot of competition. I think if it wasn't a lot of competition in the pro leagues, like I probably wouldn't stay as hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, a PS4 playing Kobo. Oh, so just a quick story. I'm in Virginia Beach. We got the messenger going. We're talking back and forth. I couldn't get on the hotel Wi-Fi. We're in the playoffs. We're in the PS4 playoffs. I can't get on the Wi-Fi. I'm like, I'm going to go to Best Buy, try to find a router. That didn't work. So I'm just stuck. So I said, y'all go ahead and sim it. It's all good. I don't want to hold up the league.
Divine intervention though takes place though.
No, this is what happened. Kobo gets in the messenger and says no. He says, wait till he gets back. I want my revenge. I'm sitting there in the hotel room. It's like 1 o'clock at night. By myself, wife's asleep, kids asleep. I said, this dude wants to hold up the league to beat me. I'm driving back from Virginia Beach, a 5.5 hour drive. I stop and get a Popeye's chicken sandwich. And I'm thinking to myself, honestly, when I get home, Kobo wants to beat me. And man, I'm just brewing on it. So when it comes time to play, me being the mad scientist that I am, I had to put it on display. But I took what he said, and it's fuel, man. It's all fuel.
Definitely. So what kind of I know TaylorMade is kind of similar in that aspect because I don't know if I know you listen to what's being said about you, TaylorMade. You're quite aware and you're privy to the things that are posted in the group chats and on the messenger boards and things like that. But what are the things that we may not know that motivates you to get up and play harder that, most people probably wouldn't know?
Got to put MF on the map. Y'all keep dogging my boys.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I got to show out for
them. MF. And what does MF stand for?
Yeah, what?
Madden family.
Madden family. Okay.
Okay, I would have guessed something else, but okay.
Uh-oh.
I could go a question. So I don't know what goes on Sim League, but I know I'm in Pro and PS4. Dimes, when you see somebody post after beating you in, like, let's say week 12, and they post about it in the group. I think there's only been one person who hasn't. I think I never post in there when I beat you in a regular season game. I haven't seen Kobo do it. But when you see somebody like post after they beat you in a regular season game, what goes through your mind?
Well, the first thing I do is I screenshot it. That's the absolute first thing I do. As soon as I see it, it's screenshot. And I keep it in my phone because I hope that I meet them again. A lot of times they end up falling short. However, I have so many screenshots of people saying crazy stuff. I'm trying to think. One time when I made the Madden challenge, Brian put up a post. He was like, Dimes is that dude or something. You're showing love. And Assassin put in there, no, it's just the draft champs mode. So I screenshot it. And so when I played Assassin this year, I played Assassin this year in the Super Bowl. It was 17-0. I didn't want to pile on and post a screenshot, but I had the screenshot. Like, these things are fuel for me. Like, if you just leave me alone, there's a great chance that I will not win the Super Bowl. But it's when you give me the fuel, I'm like, okay, I got to bring it. So the first thing I do is I screenshot it, and man, it gets me in the lab. I remember one time what happened. Now, Brian and I played a game, and he was running all over me, and the game got disconnected or something.
Yeah.
And words get back to me.
Divine intervention kicks in.
Nah, now, Brian, tell the truth. Out of all these years, who's your most consistent player? Who sets up all of his games? Yeah. And so word gets back to me. Brian's can run all over you, man. He was killing you in the run. He's saying that he knows how to run on dimes. So I got in the lab. So, like, these things are fuel for me. And I hardly ever lab for a regular season game, but I lab for our next game. And so, man, all these things are it's fuel, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Philly, you got any questions?
I'm glad you asked. So what I think I could bring to the Toxic Boys is I can bring history of the Madden franchise. We just talked a little bit about the running game. I know that, yes, I've exceeded 200 yards on the ground against dimes, but I don't feel that that's really my most redeeming quality that I would bring to the Toxic Boys. I think it's really just the ability to understand the game at a level and comprehension that rivals that of dimes, but it's in a more mature, big brother way, and
Wait a
with
minute.
a lot of classes.
Wait. So you're using an interview to be a Toxic Boy. Like,
is that why you dressed up?
Like, it's a real job interview?
You're trying to interview for
Toxic Boys?
Toxic Boys?
No, actually, I understand they don't currently have any openings right now. And I just felt that you have to make the most of every opportunity. So when you have a pastor, when you have a man of the cloth coming in, I feel like you should dress the part. I don't feel like. I feel like you need to come, with the tie and the button up, and you need to be able to articulate.
Okay.
So that being said,
hold on. Are you going to take up an offer? If you're going to take up an offer, I'm getting out of here. If you're taking up an offer, I'm out of here, man.
Okay. Hold on, time out. The real question, and Brian, I'm a little disappointed you didn't ask this of Taylor Made. The real question is not about the success that Taylor Made is having right now. The real question is, how did you go from punting the ball back to people and running around and making a mockery of being the champion that you are right now? What was it in your mindset, and what was it in your approach to the game that changed a complete 180? Dimes has been consistent, so it's easy for us to talk about what he's done historically. But for you went from one extreme to the other. And I don't think that's really been addressed enough. So can you please shed a little bit of light? Because for Dimes is gonna have stories, right? He's gonna talk about things. He's gonna talk about the nature of the beast. He's gonna talk about things that he's done historically. But for you did a full 180. So if we're looking at roads of redemption, we're looking at that are dressing up nice to do an impromptu Toxic Boys interview. How'd you do it?
I wouldn't really say I made a 180. I mean, that game that I lost to Burko, that was that NFC Championship of Draft League last year? I mean, I was one game away from the Super Bowl, so I wouldn't really say it was a 180. I mean, I've always been a one. I mean, Dimes can tell you I won our division twice or 3 times last year in Pro League. But as far as like actually winning the Super Bowl, I mean, Madden 21 is easily a more pass-friendly game than Madden 20, and I don't run the ball. So the fact that it's easier to pass in this game definitely helps. But no, I disagree and say that I made a 180. I kind of took the next step.
I think he means like the mentality, because like
now
I wouldn't say that you
totally
just like I wouldn't say that
more like
you sucked when you played Burko and now you're great. I would say that the mentality that you had, because like once Burko got such a lead on you, you decided, all right, I quit, that kind of thing. Like that's what I think he's referring to.
Oh, yeah, Brian kept trashing my name, so I was like, no, F that. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Okay, so basically that's Dimes. He'll screenshot things, use it as fuel. You're apparently using things in the same manner. So basically, the word to the wise is keep your mouth shut. Let sleeping dogs lie. Just leave people alone. Don't give them the extra motivation, because it only brings out the best in them.
Like,
I don't think it's an open and shut case. I think there is a place for talking trash. You just have to know your opponent.
Yeah,
like
I think that's big.
Like talking trash to me is probably not the best way to go, unless you're the elite of the elite. But I mean, I've been in tournaments with a possible GOAT and beat him, so I'm gonna be hungry. Sometimes you can talk trash and get people out their game. So it just depends on who you're up against. But I think TaylorMade is definitely hungrier this year. I think last year you just kind of went through the motions. But now I think you're seeing the game more. You're hungrier for more. And I think your next step is to get a stronger crew around you.
Oh, snaps. He went there. He did it. He did it.
I'm playing with you.
Oh.
No, it's too late.
He just pulled a Suge Knight. He said, "If you're tired, if you're tired,
are there any MFers in the AFC?
Honcho.
Yeah, Honcho.
Oh, Honcho. Okay.
And then
great. So I gotta play him. You
too.
just gave him bulletin board material.
I see Ghost. I see Ghost in the chat too.
Ghost is in the AFC.
Yeah, Ghost.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Brian put the pause on him. Brian just put the pause on him.
So I don't know.
I think you're instigating right now.
Yeah, he's definitely instigating.
You just think about it.
Hey, there was that thing in there. There was that thing on Xbox, like that an MF guy was
going to win the bowl. There was $300 put on the line that the MF guy was going to win the bowl this year, and
that's not a brave. That's not a brave bet, though. Like when you have 8 people, that's basically the field. Like it's not
hard.
Who's all in Toxic Boys that are in Xbox Pro? I think it's just me and you, Don.
Yeah, well, Brian, I don't know. Brian, the way he put the pause on MF Ghost, he might be a Toxic Boy.
No, what I'm saying is you got TaylorMade he's the front runner. He's the face for MF right now.
Yes,
I feel that way too.
He is the best player.
Yeah, he's the best player in MF right now. So he's putting on for the crew.
I don't think so.
No,
you don't think so?
No.
Who would you say is better?
The best player.
Honcho's the best in the crew. That's in the league.
I disagree.
Honcho's better than me.
I disagree.
What do you mean?
Won more.
What do you mean?
I feel like
I
feel you've won more money than
in terms of like. All right, so take the league out of it. Like if we were going to go play for $100, me and Honcho, I'd put the money on Honcho. Like if you take the league aspect and franchise, he's a better all-around player.
I mean,
he does have a more balanced game. He has a run game. He has a pass game. Yeah, I would say that. Maybe if you give him the abilities, certain abilities and things like that.
I'll give you this. Honcho is more talented. I do think that. I don't think Honcho is as hungry. If the light switch comes on, then he'll be a better Madden player than you.
Yeah,
but he's more talented, but I'm just not sure he's hungry yet.
Cole's good too. Y'all sleep on Cole just because he hasn't been in the league.
Is Cole's in your crew now?
Cole's always been MF.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely
Right,
been
right.
He's
Cole
been
might
in
be
there for
the best
years.
guy in there.
Yeah, Cole's always
Brian,
been MF.
Cole might be the best guy in there.
How
Yeah,
could you
Cole's
let this
really
happen? Dom slipped you a compliment, and then you just let the Toxic Boys just double team Taylor Made.
Yeah,
and just
yeah. We do gotta do a better job of mediating because it's a lot of toxicness in this on this side of the room.
Brian a toxic boy. Hey, Brian a toxic boy.
He started a war on the air, Brian James. All he did was slide you a compliment.
The war was started when they said $300. MF guys will be making the Super Bowl.
No. That was not.
And you guys, you know what's cold about this is that they totally left Bronco out of that. They were like, it's just us two in the league that it putting on for MF. I mean,
Well,
for
if
Toxic.
Bronco would play his games,
Bronco
then
don't
we
really
wouldn't
be
have
playing
any
like that.
discussions.
Hey, I'm glad Broncos in the league because you guys giving them.
Oh
I
man.
mean, everybody's here, right?
Yeah, you said what'd you say, Philly?
No, I just said I'm glad Broncos. Everybody's welcome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, but I got another question. All right, we're in season 4 in the Pro League. Taylor May we're in the final season in the Sim League. Are you gonna three-peat in the Sim League?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was simple. Okay. Are you gonna make a bowl in the Pro League?
I'm gonna make playoffs again. I'm gonna try and make a bowl.
Taylor made. Let's ask him the question again, Brian. Ask him one more time, please.
Are you gonna make the
Taylor.
bowl in the Pro League?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I don't believe you now because you said.
No, I don't believe
I'm
you.
sorry,
We don't
Don.
believe you.
I don't have the
We saw
cakewalk
that.
you
We
do
saw
in the
that first
AFC.
answer.
It ain't no
I
cake.
don't have.
Also,
I don't got Philly guy in my conference. I don't got
Huncho-
Knights in my conference.
Hold on.
I mean,
Hold on. So Taylor May, listen to this, y'all. Taylor May just said that Huncho is a cakewalk. Got it. Noted. Because he's in the AFC. As primary competition, you just called your crew member a cakewalk.
Well,
I didn't say that. You putting words in my mouth.
You said the AFC.
You said the AFC is a cakewalk.
That's an excellent point. You know what?
By
Yeah,
extension,
we've had this discussion before. The
Huncho.
NFC has more better players.
Let me.
All right, let me think.
I didn't call Burko a cakewalk. I didn't call
let's
Huncho a
finish
cakewalk. I said the AFC is easier than the NFC.
Okay, so Taylor, I appreciate with the shots fired, but I just want you to know this, okay? When your boy put that post in there, I was the first person to put money up. Because I'm telling you right now, MF ain't winning no damn Super Bowl, and I want my money, okay? I want my money. That's why I put money up, okay? So for you to come on here and be hemming and hawing and talking, oh yeah, man, I'm making a Super Bowl in Sim, and then somebody say, you making a Super Bowl in Pro? Yeah, well, man, like, what had happened was, hey man, y'all might as well just pay out right now, okay? So you can take shots all you want, but I'm telling you right now, if you didn't say that you going to the Super Bowl, cash us out right now. Cash us out right now. Because if somebody asks me right now, Philly, you going to the Super Bowl? I'm saying you're damn right. Right?
That's it.
And that's straight from Ghostbusters. That's straight from Ghostbusters. Somebody asks you for God, you say yes. You say yes.
Yeah, if you ain't got that mentality, like that first answer, man, that tells me all I need to know. Like,
what's the worst that could happen? You lose. Okay. And then you come back and take the season.
And then you might
All right, hold on a second though. Brian James, you've been asking questions. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
MP is my dog. MP and I are working on the spread game together. We hit each other up. MP is coming along. Does MP ever make the Super Bowl against these AFC teams that's currently in the Xbox Pro League? Does he ever get to the Super Bowl?
Let me say this. See, that's you can't ask me those kind of questions because I've known MP since I was 7 years old.
No, MP's our dog. Yeah, no, MP is my dog. He's getting better. He's growing. Does he ever make the Super Bowl in the AFC?
You know, I'll answer that, Don. I'll answer that. He don't make the Super Bowl against me. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, talk to him,
no. The answer is no.
That's it. And there's
the answer is no.
There's no slight. He just doesn't make it.
Okay.
Nothing against him, but a lot of people.
But he made it. He made it in the NFC and Pro. He did it in Pro.
That's my point. Right. In the NFC, he made it. Okay. AFC, he does not. He took out the 1 seed, the 2 seed, and Taylor made. He does not beat Huncho, Burko, Dimes. ever. Period. And MP is my dog, and he's getting better.
Damn.
But he's not running that gauntlet.
Nope. He's not. That's real.
It's just true. And he knows that. And if he feels different, he's got to prove it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. Okay, we added Drag to the NFC. We added Cole.
I forgot about
we added Cole to the NFC. So that's 2 playoff spots that may not be there for teams that made it last year. You're not gonna have a McMicken slipping in as a wild card. You're not gonna have the Saints possibly slipping in as a wild card.
The NFC is super crowded right now.
No, the NFC is extremely crowded. You got True Legend, you got B-Guard, you got Taylor Made, you got Drag, you got Cole. That's a solid playoff right there. Just those names alone.
I think True Legend got to do some work because he's 1-4 right now. So he's got some work to do. Like, I don't know if he makes it with this stuff.
He's done. In the NFC North, he's done.
No, you can't lose that many games in the North.
Yeah, you can't be that far behind because like Taylor May's going to take up a spot, and then you got the Buns B.
I'm third in my division right now.
MP. Yeah, you got MP. You got Panthers. Yeah, you got. I said
Buns,
Panthers.
Yeah,
Shift God Cole. Drag me. Like that's a loaded NFC. Like you got to be almost perfect to get in there. You cannot lose games that you are not supposed to lose. Like you slip up, it might be done for you.
Definitely.
Woody too. You got Woody.
Who?
Woody's undefeated.
Woody as well.
Woody's undefeated.
Who?
Definitely Woody. Woody's undefeated right now.
Say his name. Who? What's he done this year?
He's undefeated.
NFC has guys that fold. When you're number 1 seed, your number 2 seed folds. You get no love from me.
Okay, wait. In the defense,
who won the first Super Bowl this year?
NFC did.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
I feel like
the first season. So then you folded the first season.
I didn't run my playbook.
Excuses.
That's not an excuse.
Who won the rest?
You folded.
Who's won the most?
Folded.
Who won the rest and who won the most? The AFC. So what is y'all point?
I don't get the point.
Two out of
He just said the NFC always folds. NFC won the first Super Bowl.
And the AFC won the next. So what's your
Yeah. I don't get the point. I didn't even run my playbook. I've not lost a Super Bowl with the spread playbook.
Shots at B-Guard. What are you going to say, B-Guard?
B-Guard knows.
B-Guard, look at B-Guard. Nothing to say.
B-Guard came on here and said, don't get hyped if you beat Dimes and he doesn't use his playbook.
Yeah, in the regular season.
B-Guard put a great game plan together, and his defense was really good because I thought I'd be able to run the Carolina playbook, but I couldn't.
What I find to be extremely
defense was my defense. So his points that he scored.
What I find to be extremely interesting about what is taking place right now is that it's starting to become an AFC NFC rivalry type of deal. Like you got the AFC feeling like we got the tougher way to the playoffs. You got the NFC saying that they got the tougher road. We don't have any both ways in the AFC. We don't. We don't have any both ways. We got
you. Have a Philly guy.
What you talking about? I made the playoffs, bro. What you talking about?
Philly guy was a game out. What we doing? Philly guy was a game out. Like
Philly guy was top 5 running the defense. So what are you talking about?
I like myself over most of the. I like myself over the most of the NFC.
Yeah.
So I don't want
name them.
I'll take that.
You put me in the NFC in my playoff team? I think so.
All right. So check this out. Let's do this.
Probably not.
Let's do this.
Like
Let's go top 5. I mean, we got Blaze. That's a tough out. We got MF Ghost. Brian put pause on him, but he's a talented player. We got Bronco when he does play. He's tough. But you talking about your top 4, me, Huncho, Burko. Who's the last 4? You put Ghost in there?
No.
Or Bronco or Blaze?
No, I'd put Blaze maybe. I'd put Blaze.
So who in the NFC, y'all are not beating that top 4?
You got me, you got Taylor Made, you got Drag, and you got Chicago.
Yeah,
and that's not even counting MP. That's not counting MP. So I don't know. They may be deeper in the NFC. They're definitely deeper in the NFC.
Okay, so check this out. So MP made it to the Super Bowl, and what was the score?
A lot to a little.
24-17, I think.
62-3.
Good answer.
So time out on that. Look,
Lots of
I lost MP. He had a great game plan. I never made excuses for that game. If I beat him in Super Bowl, you're not beating me 62-3. I promise you that. But again, I understand. I didn't take care of business when I needed to. I've accepted that.
Wasn't there a gunslinger post?
Look at Philly.
Does the
guy.
AFC
Philly
post
guy.
anything about abilities?
Really
That's
knows.
the Q-tip looking at.
AFC
Show me where I said that gunslinger was the reason I lost. I'm still waiting on that.
It's not that you put it there. It's just the fact that you introduced it. That it's like you can
Yeah,
say
you talk about
it on the podcast.
You didn't
exactly,
talk about
you can
double
say
nothing.
that you can say that it's not an excuse, but when you post it, that's what it looks like. So like you're trying to
What?
what I'm trying to say is like perception is stronger than reality. But you could have, for all the benefit of the doubt, not been making an excuse. But when somebody like a random dude in there like sees that, they're like, "Oh, he's making an excuse. He didn't have gunslinger." Like that's what
I
it
can't
looks
control
like.
how y'all take it. But again, I told
You
Philly
can
guy
control you
15
posting it.
times.
All right,
You
so here's
put
the thing.
gunslinger. You put gunslinger text for what purpose?
But and I'll interject
I'm not
right
gonna say anything.
for a minute.
I'm not gonna
Like,
say anything. But look.
He already said his crew member was a cakewalk. Two of his crew members were cakewalks.
All right, I'm gonna say this real quick. Because I feel like y'all ganging up on Taylor May right now, and I gotta be able to mediate this situation really quick. Because Philly guys hit him from the right, B guy hit him from the left. Don is uppercut.
I'm not hitting him with anything. Like,
But I'm saying
what it looks like.
what I'm saying
I'm
is
throwing
this.
facts.
I think Taylor May is actually onto something with the depth of the NFC. When you break down player for player,
Yes.
he's correct.
I agree.
He is definitely
Yes.
correct. Because you think about the players that make the playoffs and the players that won't make the playoffs. If you put some of those players that won't make the playoffs into the AFC, they definitely would make the playoffs. Just gonna put it out there like
I'll
that.
give you depth. Yes, they are deeper.
Yeah.
NFC is deeper.
Definitely depth.
All right, so-
but with that being said, when it comes down to, I'm gonna say, folding when they're in the hot seat.
Yeah.
The AFC has more cooler heads
Yes.
in the AFC because you think about
Wait.
C-Jack.
You said quality, so this is quality versus quantity.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing. you say.
Listen. So
Okay.
C-Jack had the number 1 seed going into the playoffs, and he folded.
No, it was Frazier. C-Jack was 2 seed.
Okay, well,
Frazier, both
They both folded.
Both of them folded.
They both folded. So what I'm saying
like
is,
MP had to fight his way into the playoffs. Like he had to have a game.
Vigor won. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to fight. He had to rely on me winning against Woody to even get into the playoffs. And he made a great run until he
Great
ran.
run.
I always say it. Sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw, and that buzzsaw was Dimes. But hey, that's a hell of a run. And then he, I don't know how he did in the Sim League. I'm not in there. Got to another Super Bowl, and then ran into a buzzsaw named Taylor May. So like it's one of those things where you could say that C-Jack and MP folded, but like I feel like he was playing like his best Madden at that point. Like he beat me in week 16. He beat me in week 16 to stay alive. So like he was just playing at an insane level.
Nobody's saying NP is garbage. That's not
no
what the conversation is. The conversation is quantity over quality. And the point that's been made is the AFC quality is better than the NFC quality. That is the whole point. And if people want to try to debate that, you know what? Keep it simple. Just speak the facts, okay? I usually don't talk about my opinions. I usually back it up with facts. So if you're going to talk about what Dimes is, you could talk about his margin of victory. But let's talk about the opponents that he's beaten. Let's talk about what MP did to get where he had to go and how the NFC seems to have a different representative every Super Bowl.
Not every Super Bowl.
Well, just about every Super Bowl.
I've been in 2 of the 3. Like, come on now. Like if you want to talk about PS4, that is 100%.
And Dimes has been in 3 of the 3.
Dimes 3 for 3 right now. So
all right, so let's just shift. Since I mentioned PS4, let's shift to PS4. Like him winning that one, because Dimes has played 3 different Super Bowl representatives, and I think because the quality in the NFC for that is way better than the AFC. Like you got 3 or 4 dudes who can get into that Super Bowl in the NFC. Who in the AFC is like the biggest challenge to you, Dimes? Like
Kobo.
Off the top of my Kobo, it's Kobo, and then who else?
Brian James.
Oh god,
that's a long drop off.
No. The NFC and PS4
FUB guard
is probably the best division. I mean, probably the best conference in all the leagues. The NFC and PS4 is the toughest. I think.
Because and
we got Bubba. Hey, Bubba now though. Bubba is the truth, dude. I'm telling you.
Bubba got some learning to do, and his roster's not there. Like that's gonna hold him back.
He popped up his first game, popped Assassin with a makeshift Titans roster. He popped.
It was 1 a.m, Dimes.
It was 1
What
in the morning.
else do you expect?
1 in the morning.
From Assassin?
Assassin's bedtime is 9 p.m. You know, so like if you're gonna play Assassin, you gotta play him in between 9 and 5. You know what I mean? You get him late, he's gonna be sleepy. He's drunk his warm body.
Nah, man. No excuses.
None.
Nah, but shout out to Assassin, man. Shout out to Assassin. Assassin been putting on.
We can't talk about
Assassin been putting work in.
Yeah, we can't talk about all of that, man. Because then people gonna start saying, "Hey, man, I got a wife and I got 3 kids and I got a job and I got responsibility."
Sounds familiar.
Sounds very familiar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm hosting a podcast. I created Madden Underground. I don't have time to whoop your ass on a regular basis. I mean, are we gonna start leveraging that? No.
Are you gonna make me wait to flood you by 30?
By 30? Hey, that itself made PS4 a classic line. Struggling to say you look like you just came from Bible study, Philly.
That's right. I went to save his soul. Because struggling, your record is garbage. And it's assembly, bro. I'm praying for the record, brother. Hallelujah, amen. Dobbs, please put in a prayer for those Washington football team in the Sim League. Can you please?
I got you.
Please say a word.
Hey, with that being said, like you were saying with the PS4 league, the NFC and the PS4 is definitely like top to bottom tough. Like every division is full of talent. I think even Lethal's in there now with his air attack, and it's doing. You know, it's another style of play that they haven't seen in PS4 yet. But you know, it's a lot of people going over to PS4 trying their luck. And I know McMickens thought he could do it, and he came over there, and it didn't go well for McMickens. But
the biggest problem was nobody trades there.
Nobody trades in PS4 like that. So
hey, and here's the thing, though. And here's the thing is like Ice is not even in there anymore. Ice was in there.
Yeah.
So like you talking about just top to bottom, just unreal.
Yeah, being out of the NFC with that is like you go through hell games. Like there was no easy games when I got to this Super Bowl in PS4. There was no easy games. Like I think I had to play. I think I played the Cowboys. I think that one was probably the easiest game. Then I had to play Sprint, and then I had to play Assassin. I mean,
hey, but let's keep it 100 though. As tough as the NFC is, they'll never win a Super Bowl in the PS4 league. Never.
That's not true. That's not
Y'all
true.
are not beating me or Kobo. It's 0 shot. Y'all are not.
I'm a tight end drop away from beating you, though.
Hey, that was a bad play, but y'all are definitely not beating Kobo. I'm the only guy in the league that's going to beat Kobo in the playoffs. I promise you that.
I almost beat Kobo the other day. Almost had him.
Yeah, tell us how you lost that, Brian.
Okay,
like,
I was running.
I want you to comment on this. Tell me, make this make sense.
Okay, I was running my game plan and it was working, and I said,
so inside zone out of Trey White flex. Okay?
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't no. You see, you in for a rude awakening when we play, brother. Because you thinking that's what you about to get. That ain't what you getting. What I'm saying is, I hit him with something different. hit him with something different, and he wasn't expecting it. So I said, "This is working too good. Let me stop before he stop it."
So you choke.
Basically, yeah. This is working too good. I'm gonna stop running it before he stop it. Before he stopped me from running it.
Hey, bro, this is making too much money. I gotta stop this.
You've always been a humanitarian, James. People don't like about you.
I said, let me go back to.
Dumbfounded when you told me that. Absolutely
He said, wait.
dumbfounded.
You stopped running what was working? I said, yeah. He was like, yeah, okay.
Too good.
It was working too good. It had to be a trap. You know what I mean?
Hey, but listen though. There is some truth to that. I have stopped running certain plays. Like last year in the NFC, in Xbox, we had Woody, Taylor Made, and Hen Griffey in there.
And we had Mike Wright too once Griffey left first season.
That division was super tough. That was a iron sharpened iron. There were times where I would stop running plays that are working because I knew I was going to play them again in the playoffs. So there is something there, but Brian was not thinking that.
Brian was like, "Oh my God, this is actually working. Let me stop."
Like we had battles, and hey, let's talk about something real quick. I don't want to shine the light on me. Y'all know I'm the most humble person in all the leagues, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
Okay. And we talk about how we came out of the NFC East. Iron sharpens iron. Woody wins the 2 fantasy championships.
No, Burko won one.
Burko won one.
Oh, Burko did win one. All right, whatever.
Oh, you whatever, Burko?
Woody, no, Woody. Yeah, whatever, Burko. Hey, you ain't gonna back me in the corner. Hey, Burko know how we are. So listen, so Woody made 2 Super Bowls. Then Taylor made. He's getting to the Sim championships, winning the Sim Super Bowls. I'm winning the Xbox. That NFC East was the greatest division in Madden Underground history, and we got the hardware to back it up.
Yeah. You guys do have a lot of trophies.
You
I think I give everybody a trophy in that division. Or gonna get a trophy in that division.
You have the hardware. Don't give me that NFT.
No, they got trophies. Burko has a trophy.
They got trophies.
Woody has a trophy. Taylor Ray's getting trophies.
Brian James, can you add?
I mean, okay. Me, McMickens.
Yeah, you got trophies.
What were their draft names? All those names that he mentioned. What were their draft names?
I don't know.
Well, Simlink doesn't have.
No, it's first come first serve Sim, so that doesn't matter.
Bro, I think I had 11.
I'm talking about that pro that pro contingent. Just talked about. Did they draft in the bottom 16? They drafted in the top 16.
That's fair.
I mean, because if we're going to start talking about last, we all know that was abilities. I think we all recognize the fact that abilities were king. We all recognize the fact that if you had the most abilities on your team, you were going to dominate.
I mean, are we talking about last season or last year?
Yeah, last year.
I picked second to last in Pro League. I had the Giants. I had Saquon. That was it.
Oh, yeah, you did have Saquon. That was terrible.
Only because the Giants. Only because Downs brought it up. Now, this year, with the 3-3, much props. Because you had a chance for Doms to get his revenge against Burko and Woody because of what they were able to do without ability. You had a chance for everybody who didn't even know what having an ability was like to be able to use an ability and learn how to play this game. So every season in the Pro League, it has gotten harder and harder and harder to repeat. Which is why when this year, and this time, when Doms talks about what he's accomplished, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that because he's had an opportunity to go up against every team that has 3 abilities on both sides of the ball. Okay? He's made trades. He's improved his team. And if we can just take a minute, and it'll be a separate podcast, and we can talk about who the hell in their right mind gave him Montez Sweat.
Whoa, wait a second.
On the side, Doms still put it together.
But I see Ben Nas just joined the chat too, and I see him in the chat too.
He sent hey, hold on. Has anybody ever won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks? I might trade Tyree Jackson
in the same year, same calendar year.
Same year. I've had Haskins, Tyree.
You still got Tyree. Well, you
That's
traded
what I'm
me
saying.
for
But
him.
I can move him. I can move him.
I mean, I've won 2 with 2 different quarterbacks. So
Yeah, you know what? That's not the real question. The real question: has anybody ever won a Super Bowl without Montez Sweat?
Hey,
Bigard in the first season.
hold on, Philly. Montez Sweat in the Xbox. No, Bigard won that championship.
Yeah,
Bigard got a Super Bowl.
Montez Sweat wasn't.
He's won 7 of the last 8 Super Bowls.
That's what I'm talking about. Montez Sweat is faster than 90% of the corners in this league.
that's amazing to me.
Again,
Like that is absolutely nuts to me.
That bothers me on so many levels, bro. Like that bothers me on so many levels.
I would never
I don't care
forget
about the quarterback. Can you do it?
that Montez Sweat.
Disneyland and Dodge playing in the playoffs, and Montez Sweat chasing down Juju, and we're like, who is that 7-foot dude chasing him down, running so fast?
He would have caught him. He would have caught him, but I pulled him off because it was an upgrade game.
Right. LeBron James.
He's
exactly.
LeBron.
Exactly. Hey,
he just got a +1 speed, so he's got 95 speed, 99 acceleration.
Who are the corners faster than him?
Yeah.
Dante Jackson?
No, Brian, I want to start a petition. Whoever gave this man Montez Sweat.
Yeah. Well, let me say this because
no.
Do
a formal apology.
No, listen. Because McMickens says I didn't give him to him. I said, McMickens, you are the root to all trades, bro. Like every trade that ever happens, they go through you. They go back to McMickens. So if something happened and you like, dang, how does player get? You go ask McMickens, what did you do with such and such? You say, well, I traded him to him, and then he traded him to him, and then he ended up over there. You know what I'm saying? So it all starts with McMickens. McMickens is El Plago when it comes to trading. He is the plug. He's the outlet. He is the hub when it comes to trading. So any trade that you say, dang, how did this player end up here? Just know that MTB Famous had something to do with it somehow, some way. That's just the truth. So he can say, I didn't give him the dimes, but you gave him to whoever gave him the dimes. You know, so that's what happens. But outside of that,
attach a damn no trade clause to that dude.
Yeah, that dude was glitchy. That dude's glitchy. And I posted the power rankings. A lot of people had a lot to say about them. I get a lot of inboxes because of the power rankings. I love them. I love the messages, the hate mail that people say I shouldn't be below this guy. The fact that they gave me a loss to dimes before I even played dimes was interesting too. That I'm 2-2 right now. They made me 2-3. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what's going on with that.
Accurate.
So, I didn't like that at all. But yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But with that being said, our top 10 as of right now in Xbox Pro is Dimes at number 1 with the Texans. You got Nunley, who's actually lost today, so he's gonna drop at number 2. You got Burko at number 3, who may move up to number 2 I think he won his game today. The Cardinals are number 4. The Vikings number 5. Panthers number 6. Bengals number 7. 8 is Cowboys. 9 is Falcons. And B-Guard is at number 10. That rounds off the top 10 for Xbox Pro. For Sim League, you got TaylorMade at the top, number 1. MP number 2. You got Rashawn Adderley, man. Rashawn Adderley, he's balling right now. He's definitely a threat in the Sim League. He should be in the Pro League. He's gonna probably transition soon as someone falls off. Dolphins, Thomas Graham, number 4. Broncos, number 5. Titans, number 6. Rams, number 7. Bills, number 8. Patriots, number 9. And the 49ers, number 10.
I'll go down in Sim because I lost.
Oh, you lost too, so you're going down too. So we both lost. So that there you have it. We both lost in Sim, so those numbers are going to change.
Which, speaking of that, what did I say at the end of last season? Who did I say was going to win the NFC?
You said Rashawn Adderley.
Yeah. I played him in that last game. I said he's going to win the NFC next year. He might win the Super Bowl. That dude is good. He needs to be in pro.
No, yeah, he should. He was actually in pro, but some unforeseen circumstances took place where he had to leave. Suddenly leave. So but he's trying to get back in. We're trying to get him back in so he can do that damage in pro as well. He's a very detailed player. Shout out to Rayshon Adderley. He's a great player.
And he's a passer, which is awesome.
Oh, he's a passer. Yeah. More passers. You know, that seems to be the winning formula right now. Air it out.
Meta.
You choking over there, Philly?
The run game is the best.
The run game won Dimes the Super Bowl in PS4. So.
Yeah, run game is still the best.
And they said you couldn't run, Dimes. They said you can't run the rock at all. They said
no,
Dimes.
we said he can't. We said he can't pass.
Who said it?
Pass. Okay.
But see, no, I mean, and that's smart too. Like I've noticed, like a couple of times, I'll get caught up in that, and I'll start trying to prove people wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong.
Then I get back to my roots. I'm a runner. You know what? I came to the realization I'm a runner who occasionally passes, and I'm okay with that. And it's a smarter game plan. Run the ball, turnovers are less, control the clock, and it's more demoralizing. When someone runs on you 4 yards a pop, it is demoralizing. I think we can all agree. Somebody could throw on you and put up 60 and it not feel as bad as somebody dominating the clock, getting a turnover, and just eating the clock away. It's the worst feeling.
The Philly guy special right there.
The Philly guy special.
Philly guys.
Hey, I gotta give Philly guy props. Last season in Sim League, he ran the ball on me 40 times.
You don't have to give him props.
I still beat him by 40.
Yeah, you know. I'm gonna have to.
Wait. The fact that his facial expression never changed though, like it was like he was giving you kudos, and then he switched it up and said he put a 40 on you anyway.
Here's the thing, Brian James, and you know what? And I love it. I really do. I love it. Let me just clear the air because a lot of people are talking about what they last year. We got 2 champions on here, and I'm just gonna say this, okay? Dimes, when I break your game film and I look at the formations that you're running, okay, and I pay attention to the adjustments that you do, you show that you have knowledge of actual ball, okay? Gap control is huge in your schemes, okay? I'm not going to air half the stuff. I understand that I know that I see in what you do, okay? I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. And I will say this.
Hey, a lot of guys in the leagues would pay you a lot of money to get in their DMs and figure it out.
And that's unfortunate. But I will say that for me personally, okay, when I was where the Taylor and the McMickens and the MPs and the honchos, okay, when I was airing it out, okay, when I had one of the top air backs in the country, no doubt, you can't even fucking dispute that, okay. When I had that, I'm gonna tell you what an NFL player said.
Wait! You talking about in the 2000s, bro? Like, come on! I think you're talking about right now.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is back when I didn't have any responsibilities. But what I'm saying, my point is this: a real NFL player, okay, he said to me, "You don't know anything about football, okay," and that hurt me so much that I stopped playing this game like a video game, okay. And that is the biggest fault. And I just want to say right here, right now, Burko, shout out to you. Thank you. I've been trying to play you with football schemes. I've been trying to play these games over the years with football schemes. And I'm telling you right now, that is over. That is over.
Uh-oh.
Playing
The way that it is. And yes, we will still have concepts and schemes.
Philly, he said it's not
so
life.
sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people that run the same stuff, that do the same things they see on MCS, that talk about ebooks, that go on YouTube. Because you know what? I'm a self-made man. I don't care what you want to say. My run game is not copied. My schemes are not copied. And whether you acknowledge people's success in this game or not, the bottom line is when you look in the mirror, you know if you came up with this scheme or not.
Let me ask you something, Philly.
You're talking about abilities and you're talking about players, and I don't have this and I don't have that. You know what? You know that you're not good enough.
Let me ask you this, Philly. While you're on your rant, let me interrupt you for a second and ask you this.
Oh, I'm done.
Let me ask you this, though, real quick. All right.
Ask it.
If somebody says at 3 o'clock, when you get off work, I'm going to be outside, I'm going to punch you in the face, right? And you know this dude has every intentions to punch you in the face after you get off work. Are you going to go out there and let him punch you in the face? Knowing
Hell
that
no,
he's-
I'll be there at 2:55. Be there at 2:55.
So you're
I'll
gonna
be
leave.
there at 2:55.
You're gonna leave early. You're gonna leave work early.
I'm gonna leave early. And you know what? That's
You gotta run.
that's what it,
You're gonna run from
no,
the guy.
brother, we fight.
Oh, okay.
I've never-
You're gonna get to the fight early.
I'm gonna get to the fight early. We gonna fight.
Okay.
Why am I gonna wait till 3:00?
Okay.
You've already made clear what your intentions are.
All right. So this same. I think same rules apply, man. If you know that this is the way that people are going to win, this is the way to win, right? Are you gonna continue to? Are you gonna continue to run what you run, knowing that this is the way to win?
Absolutely.
I think that's. I'm not gonna just include just sim players, but I'm just gonna say I think that a lot of the older players are set in their ways that they want to address the football knowledge and acumen to the game. In reality, that some of the stuff that you guys are trying to put into the game don't even have any relevance in the game anymore. The way the game is designed.
I disagree with you. Here's why I disagree with you. Okay, because all the stuff that people are running, okay, it's nothing new.
No, it's not new.
Football is not a new game. So when
But
you see
it's how-
there's other formations that you can use.
No. Listen. But there is a. You saying it's nothing new, but players don't react to certain things like they're supposed to do. So if you're gonna say it's nothing new, there's a difference in the way the defense reacts to certain things that are done, opposed to the way that you expect them to go. So if you know that, okay, they're gonna run this, and this defense should cover these things, but it doesn't cover it, right?
But
you can't run those. You can't still continue to run those defenses.
No. That's a misconception, and that's what I'm talking. We make a lot of fun talking about Montez Sweat. We do. But the bottom line is, everybody can't have a 95 speed defensive end. Okay, every team is going to have different. Now, if you want to play your team based on the talent that you have, that's up to you. If you don't, and you want to build your team and play a certain style, that's also up to you. Okay, but what I'm saying is, and this is not old school, new school. What I'm saying is that we watch Kobo play. Kobo doesn't run the football, and it's very successful for Kobo. Okay, we've seen balanced attacks from the majority of champions that are here that know when to run the ball and control the clock and slow the tempo and really open everything up for their offense.
That has nothing to do with play calling. Has nothing to do with play calling.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's up to the individual to understand. I have this team, okay? I need my scheme. Taylor Made already said it. People gave him hell. Why did you trade Lamar? He was very honest, and he got crucified. He said, I traded Lamar Jackson. People said, what the hell are you doing? He said, he didn't fit what I like to do, okay? And he made that trade. Dobbs is talking about trading his quarterback. So what I'm saying is, if you have personnel and they don't fit what you like to do, then by all means trade them. But if you have personnel and you want to run a certain scheme, then build that team and run that scheme. You know what? I don't really give a damn. I built my team to run the football. You built your team to run the football, right? B-Guard is complaining about not having a quarterback. So we know that his scheme is all about having a quarterback. Dimes is talking about, moving on to another quarterback. Taylor May gave up Lamar Jackson. So everybody has a scheme and everybody has personnel that they feel are going to implement that scheme. So that's the only reason why
Taylor May is a clown.
I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
I got a question. I got a question for Taylor May.
Say what you got to say. Let me hear it. Don't do
say anything.
I got a question, Taylor May. Yo, Taylor May.
Hey, if Ron James is laughing like that, that's some behind the back shit. So let's hear it. Say it.
It
didn't surprise. Did I say anything?
He didn't say anything.
Hey,
Yo,
why is he laughing like that? Come on, man. Straight up. Let's hear it. Why is he laughing like that?
Hey, look.
Why is he laughing like that?
Philly, you were very long-winded. That's what.
Hey, I don't give a damn. look, I don't care. All right.
Hey, he
You
got
ask
the
me a
preacher.
question.
Hey, he got the preacher suit on, baby.
There you go. Hey, look.
Going on a sermon, man.
There's levels. Okay? There's levels to answers. That's all I'm saying. And it was a loaded question. I gave you a loaded answer.
All right, definitely. I agree with that. So, so hold on. Let me get together. Okay. I got it. All right. So here we go. Like that laugh. I'm looking at I can see the chat right here. So I'm looking at what's going on in the chat versus what's being said, and I'm seeing both. And struggling is giving it to you in the chat. But
hey, struggling needs to get into his record. He needs to be in the lab right now. So struggling needs to shut the hell up.
Get in the
lab, struggling.
He said, "Get in the
you
lab."
You shouldn't be watching the podcast. You ain't gonna learn nothing.
So, hey, with that being said, we got limited time left. We got about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes left.
What did Dimes
what do
want
you
to
have to say?
Taylor-made?
We didn't say the tailor-made.
Tailor-made. So if you would have known that we could craft our own quarterback abilities later on, would you have still traded Lamar Jackson? Right now, Lamar
Probably
Jackson,
yes.
Right now he has fast break, escape artist, fearless, gunslinger, and hot route master. That is the best quarterback of all time in Madden history, period. But you're winning.
I agree with that, but at the same time, like, no matter if I have escape artist, fast break, and all that, I'm still not going to run often with a quarterback.
I feel you.
So, if it's wide open, yeah, I'm going to run. But, like, I'm not looking – like, a lot of people are – if they miss their first read, they're going to take off scrambling. That's not me. Like, I'm scrambling as a last resort trying to get out of the pocket.
All right, do you feel your offense would have been more explosive or less explosive?
See 3 points in a Super Bowl.
I mean, it's super explosive. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he scored 70 points.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to answer. I still think even with abilities and gunslinger like that, quarterbacks still throw the ball a certain way.
Yeah,
like
the release.
Even if you look in Sim League, there were some Pro League plays has Lamar, and watching some of his playoff games that he's played, like Lamar's still missing throws. And so I still think even with abilities, certain players still play differently. That's why, I mean, again, it goes back. Y'all asked me why I traded for Herbert. And to me, even without Gunslinger, like, he can make some of the throws that, Justin Fields or Wentz couldn't make.
It was like
I don't know if it's just a mental thing and I'm just crazy.
It's a rhythm thing for you.
I want to bring something up. Philly's been on this since like day one. Like, you can change their abilities, you can change the throwing motion, you can't change their traits. And
yeah, exactly.
One guy he had was Sam Darnold, and he had what was it, Philly? The
paranoid, trigger happy,
paranoid trait. So that paranoid trait don't change. Like, so if there's pressure, like, that paranoid trait's gonna come up when the pressure comes, and that ball might sail. It don't matter about the ability at that point. Okay. So, like, and that's something I noticed when I had Trubisky, and that's why, like, when I played Dimes in our Super Bowl the first year, I had to take him out. Like, he wasn't getting it done. Like, missing throws, sailing throws, underthrowing. Like, okay, well, got to take a superstar out. Got to put Jalen Hurts in. Like, that's basically what it came down to.
And I think that's something a lot of players don't even pay attention to, is that trait factor. That's something that you should.
Info. Yeah, like, with the quarterback, that matters.
It's
like,
not even with the quarterbacks either. Even with the running backs, with every position has traits. Yeah.
Like, braces for hit. Like, if he braces for all hits, that's what you want. If he braces for just medium hits, that means he's going to cough it up when somebody rocks him.
Yep.
For defensive players, you want high motor guys. Like, if you got a defensive player who doesn't have a high motor and he gets blocked, chances are he's not going to rush that passer. Like he's not going to get to the quarterback if he doesn't win his block.
And with your O-line, you want the penalties.
Go ahead, Brian. My bad.
Now, I'm saying with the O-line, you want to make sure that they don't have that penalty trait as far as jumping when you hard count. Sometimes you jump off sides or whatnot.
But that don't even matter this year.
If y'all want a homework assignment, there is a trait on defense that makes your user better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why don't you tell us?
No, why would I tell you?
Why would you bring it up there?
No, you do the work. $15.
So you can go, so you can go do the work.
$Dimes VA. Go to Madden
Yeah.
Underground. Dimes VA Cash App. $15.
Maybe that'll be a YouTube video, like on your newly started YouTube channel.
Definitely.
No, it's Cash App.
Creflo Dollar.
I don't need no airplane yet.
So, but yeah, with that being said, we got a lot of great games coming up this week. We're gonna be airing them, a lot of them. Some will have commentary, some may not.
Great games.
Oh dang, man, who's that?
Who was that?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
you
had
like
like,
that?
yeah, that was creepy.
Sorry.
Yeah, play your games though. Get your games in. Pro has been advancing at a rapid pace. I think we had 1 day advance one time where everybody's played the games in the first like few hours of the advance. That was crazy. This is also Don Johnstown. Oh, he said I'm rich. I won all the Super Bowls. I guess he's speaking about dimes. So yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys, league guys, get your games in. Those of you who are tuning in and you looking to join the league, our sim league is coming to a close. We're going into the fantasy league era, following that. So make sure you guys, lock in for that. And then we're probably gonna do something on next gen once pro ends. So I know a lot of people have been wanting.
Next
Please
gen
don't.
is so
No.
bad. Next
Please
gen
don't
is
do
so
next
bad.
gen.
No,
There's no defense.
Yeah, it's definitely
Don't do
no
next
defense in next gen. But
The
yeah,
camaraderie is
don't
fun.
do it.
The camaraderie is fun. That's
Yeah.
about it.
yeah. I actually hate the way next gen plays, but a lot of people have
It's
been asking me
Yeah,
about
don't
it. So.
tell. I want to
Maybe
read
it
a little
look
bit about
good, though.
this next player movement.
Let me tell you
Like,
something.
this-
A lot of people
It
play.
does look good.
They paid a lot of money for these systems, and they got rid of their old system. Now they're forced to play with that terrible game. So they want to play franchise with that terrible game, and I may appease them with
real
that.
real player movement. I ain't never seen somebody run in my life like they had to stick up their ass, or like the inability to change direction.
Yeah,
like that
that game is terrible.
That's insulting.
Oh,
like
God.
that's absolutely insulting.
But guys
Like
love
with
it.
real player movement. Get out of here.
You spent thousands of dollars to get a system, and now you want to play this terrible Madden on it. I get it. I understand you want your money's worth. So I'll do
It
my
looks
best.
good
to
for
help
the
you guys.
stream, though. The streams look good.
It looks good.
Looks great on.
Yeah.
Looks
Graphics
great
are
on
great.
camera.
Yeah.
But
graphics
the
are
gameplay.
great. It still plays like shit.
You don't know the whole time you're playing a dude. He's playing like this. so that's what you're doing, trying to get control of your player. Because if you turn, he's basically gonna do a U-turn and do
It's
some weird
bad.
stuff. It's bad. But yeah, definitely. I want to thank Taylor Made for dropping in. Appreciate you, bro, coming in, lacing us up with some knowledge, capping that Philly.
Hey.
It's always great when you get Philly unraveled on camera. He gets to yelling, loosening up his tie and stuff. Want to thank Don for
Hey,
coming
you
through.
gonna pop up at the Classic? Is Taylor May gonna do work at the Classic?
I gotta work, man. I'm gonna have like an hour to play 4 games. So
Man,
I'm
Just
hoping.
play
I hate the way that they set it up. I think it's so dumb.
run chew clock.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay? So you actually you're playing in the Classic too. I want to get these games.
I mean, I plan on it. Whatever time that I can, I plan on doing it.
Okay.
I don't know
I'm
if I'll be able to play if I
playing
make it.
Playing in it till they DQ me.
They're not
They're
gonna
like
kill
somebody
you, bro.
coming up. Hey, wait a minute. You got a coin sponsor.
They gonna
Then I
say
end the stream. Run
Yeah,
away.
They gonna ask you, have you collected $1,000 to $10,000? And if you say no, then they're gonna be like, oh,
I'll be like 15. I got 15 Twitter followers.
then you're basically a poster board. I wouldn't even call that a sponsorship.
That's pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
much. Like I got to do some talking to these people.
Yeah, get them on the line, man. I'll be your attorney if you need me. But yeah, we definitely we'll be back next week, next Wednesday. We'll have a new guest, some new guests. B-Guard will be here, and Philly guy will definitely have maybe a different suit on this time. I think that may be your look,
That's
Philly.
the Philly guy look.
That's the Philly guy look, man. You sit up
The
there.
mafioso look.
No, this was just
American gangster Denzel Washington.
Are you? Hey, I would assume. I based on your wardrobe right now, I think you are a great swing dancer. Like you could.
okay. First of all, Brian, you know I can dance. You know I ain't taking that as no slight. You know that. You know that. You know I can.
Definitely.
You know that. But hey, look, this was about the two. I just want to say to both of you on because it's one thing to be able to see you guys play in some of the biggest moments, and I don't think that either one of your streams really give people a chance to sit down and and understand what it takes to be the great players that you've been in the season this far. So thank you guys for not being and sharing your thoughts. And Taylor Made, we playing again in Sim. I'm gonna bust your ass. I'm just telling you right now. You got it, blood.
Let's
go.
got it
coming. You got it coming.
Yeah, so
you got it coming.
Should be interesting.
Any amount. Name it.
Hold on. Let's do this. Loser leaves the league. It's the last season. What, Taylor May? You said any amount?
How do you say no max, and then you get the loser leaves town match, and you're like, oh man, I don't know about
Actually,
this.
I'll do that because it's the last season of the league. So yeah, sure, we'll do it.
Loser leaves the league. Philly, do you agree?
Leaves what league?
Just a sim for this season.
But it's the last.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not a big. It doesn't hurt.
Nah. Hey, look, I put my money on the MF.
Philly wants to play his game. He wants to see his games through. I understand that.
No. I will, but I'm just saying. Look, I jumped on the MF bet. Somebody else has something to say. Brian James got my money.
You sent me money,
and I'm looking for it. I
hope I didn't spend that because you didn't tell me. Send some money, my boy. Let me check this out.
Hey! I put a note on that. On that.
You must send it to my.
What did I say?
The MF personal.
I think that's what I put on there. So I'm looking for it.
You did send me money, Philly. You lucky I didn't know. You lucky you told me that because I don't ever check my personal PayPal.
He's about to spend
it. That could have been dinner tonight.
Hey, you can spend it on your nieces. I'm just saying.
That could have been dinner. But yeah, definitely, man. So we got some great games lined up for you guys this week. Dimes is gonna be playing me. Hopefully he'll be able to prevail as the power rankings predicted. Hopefully, if not, then they're a lie. And Dimes' whole Madden career would be a joke because he lost to me. You know what I'm saying? But
there ain't an amount of Super Bowls that'll get that stain off.
Hey, how about this? Winner of the game gets to host the show.
Okay.
Gets to host the next show.
Well, Dime's definitely gonna be hosting the show next week. Then I'm not betting that. When it's already been predicted that he's gonna win.
I just love how I'm the only one here. I'm just here, just enjoying the.
Philly guy always try to drag me into. I'm not sinking to your level, Philly guy.
Hey, has Taylor Made has truly taken over the NFC though? I think people have forgotten about B-Guard. People have forgotten that B-Guard made the first two Super Bowls.
MP who made the Super Bowl.
But Taylor Made is
I'm gonna say this. Taylor Made is buzzing right now.
Superstar of the NFC.
Taylor Made is buzzing right now.
Yeah, he's a superstar of the NFC.
That's cool.
So,
congratulations.
MP's not here.
He's not as
MP had two chances to be here. And he lost to the dude here.
He lost all momentum the way he lost those Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I'd be upset too. I mean,
the moment was a little too big.
I did the math on it. I think he got outscored 112 to like 20 in both those Super Bowls.
But he made
it goes down to L.
You learned.
He made it there and he learned. I guess so. But yeah, we're gonna be back next week. I know we're gonna have a guest. I'm not at liberty to say who it is right now, but we're gonna have a special guest. It may be Jay-Z. It may not be, but
Doja Cat.
Definitely could be Doja Cat.
It may not be. 16
no, you don't want Doja Cat in a chat like this. You be saying shit that get you.
Yeah, she.
Stop getting nervous, B-Guard. Stop getting nervous.
Yeah, B-Guard gets flustered.
No, I'll get the negative attention. If anything goes wrong, obviously it's the white guy. It's got to be the white guy.
Hey,
you're not here on a weekly basis.
Hey, Brian, if Jay-Z hit you up like, hey, I need 16, could you just pull out 116 and slide on that record and get recognized? Could you blow up off that 116? Yeah. You got a 16 in you to jump on a track with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That's it. See that Taylor Made? That's what you say. When you got the confidence, you say yes immediately.
If Jay-Z hit me up and was like, got a track for you right now to hop on, I definitely would have the verses for the track to hop
You
on.
slide, no
Yeah,
doubt.
this Madden Underground would be over. I would pack it up and leave, and you guys would be left wondering what happened.
Superstar.
Refunds.
There you go. Don't be a struggling. Be a struggling. Chat room.
So, but yeah, definitely. We'll be back. We'll be back next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And, you know, you never know who's going to stop through. We had Dimes and Taylor Made this week.
Hey, no gang signs, sir.
Yeah, what is
Sir?
that? What gang sign is that? That was kind of weird.
Sir.
That's Madden Underground.
That's VA, baby.
Oh, VA.
That's
Okay.
VA.
That's Madden.
VA
That's Madden Underground. See, that's what it is.
That was, I don't know. VA, I get it. VA, that's VA.
Madden Underground.
Oh, I see it now.
That looks like an E.
It looked like EA.
EA.
It looked like EA. You throwing up EA.
Hey, they did
You
pay
are
me. They did
You
fly
are
me out to Cali, so.
EA.
What is Philly doing? That's how he
I
plays.
thought he was doing shadow puppets, man. That's what I saw, man. I saw shadow.
That's how he plays.
Hey, Philly, we do have a spot in Toxic Boys for a game manager.
A towel boy. A controller
Hey, you
warmer.
gotta work your way up, Brian
You do
Jones.
need a mascot.
Someone
not
to warm the
afraid of
controllers
it.
before they're used. So
I'm not afraid of a little hard work.
We need a Toxic Boys. We need a Toxic Boys versus MF. Run it.
Why?
$1,000.
Hey.
$1,000.
Why?
$1,000.
Why? Hey, man.
Win
Hey,
$1,000.
Who made him money?
Hey, man.
who?
Hey, man.
1,000.
I got
Why?
I got 500 to put up for Toxic. Get Golfer on the line. We can see if we can make that happen.
Golf on the line.
Oh, golfer would be down. Golfer is down.
Golfer, you know he gonna do it.
So,
No, he ain't gonna.
1,000. That joint
No,
will
ain't
be
gonna
live.
yeah, that'd be crazy. But yeah, definitely. We'll see you guys next week, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday. See you guys soon. Oh yeah, hit that like, follow, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. You know, that too.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. That's the important part.